The Campulance Man has a bad experience with a neighbor in Quartzsite. And someone you really wouldn't expect trashes their campsite in Quartzsite. And Tater, he has a meltdown over NASCAR. What's up, everybody? I had a procedure done yesterday. I was the first one, so it was like at 8 o'clock in the morning, but I had to be there at 7 and all that other shit. So with coming out of the anesthesia and recovery and not getting too much sleep the night before, didn't do anything yesterday, so we have a lot to get to today, so let's get to it. All right, let's start with the Campulance Man. Yeah, he had a rough time with another Nomad there in Quartzsite. Now, David, the Campulance Man, when he has little meetups, they correspond through emails and stuff, and they actually set up a time. And he set up a time with this dude. The dude came a day early, said he was just scoping out the area and make sure he knew where he was going, and wound up staying and yik-yakking and shooting his shit, and basically had the visit. This is when David said that he really didn't hit it off with the guy. And, you don't hit it off with everybody, right? But the guy came back the next day for his scheduled appointment. So David put up with the shit and everything, but yeah. So the guy actually moved his camp next to David. The guy then asked Dave to do some work. He wanted him to put some solar panels in and solar system and all that stuff. Dave declined, said that due to liability, he didn't want to be responsible if anything happened, and da-da-da-da-da. Especially if you know anything about Quartzsite area right now. RVs are burning up left and right. So he declined. Well, then the dude, he became belligerent, threatening, and just an all-around pain in the ass, complaining about the dog, screaming shit at Dave, and all kinds of stuff. So I guess even the utopian life at Quartzsite and being a mobile hobo living in your vehicle, I guess you cannot avoid the crazies and the people from, society. Sure, you can escape them, but you just can't avoid them. So what Dave decided to do was, this guy is making it horrible. Even though he said that, he was there first and this guy should be the one that leaves, he decided with the snowstorms, the cold temps, and his mother being alone in New York, he decided, screw it. Let me go home and be with Mom so she can go ahead and have some company during all this madness. And this guy's making it a pain in the ass anyway. So that's exactly what he is planning on doing. So, pretty wild stuff. But the other thing that this video proves is, besides that, this going and camping in the desert, you're not going to escape, the norms of society and people, because if there's people, there's assholes, right? But it also proves that, again, people will flock to these drama titles, and that's exactly what happened here. There was no feel-good story here, so the view count on this video proved once again that, lovey-dovey and all good feel-good stories, wah. Some drama, it'll get the clicks. Now, before we leave Quartzsite, we have Debra Dickinson. She shows a campsite that was trashed, basically. There was underwear left around. There was dog shit everywhere that they just had their dogs running. There was trash, and the little poo hauler, one of those, just left at the campsite. So pretty shitty stuff. Now, Debra did say that she was going to go ahead and clean up some stuff, pick up some trash, clean up the dog shit and some other things. But the one thing she said was kind of interesting. It was basically someone you wouldn't expect to do things like that or act like this. It was a couple in a Class C, a nice Class C, not an old rundown one, but a nice Class C. So not only do you have the dregs of society, like the people that hang out the spot and do drugs and gamble and do all kinds of other shit, now you have the upper echelon, the nicer people, the middle class, in their nice Class Cs, trash and shit and doing stuff. So again, you may be able to escape them, but you can't avoid them. If there's people, there's problems. I touched on this a bit earlier, but another RV fire there in the Quartzsite. I mean, they're burning left and right around there. So furnaces and heaters and all kinds of other ways to heat seem to be the problem with these things. But yeah, like I said, it's in years. I've been watching a long time and hanging with the here in my mommy's basement. But yeah, I've been hanging with the Nomads at Quartzsite for many, many years, and I can't remember a year where they were just burning left and right and left and right. This is what, like the fourth one or something, man? It's a bit crazy, but yeah, kind of scary stuff if you ask me. All right, let's move along from that and let's talk about Paul Barger real quick. Paul has been with Ellie. I mean, I did an interview with Paul a while back. It's in my playlist if you want to go check it out. Very cool dude. Ellie, she was awesome, but they've been together for a long time. And they actually split up. Now, I know to some of you, this won't mean anything and you don't give a hill of beans, but I mean, it seemed to have been an amicable thing. And they are still care for each other, but they're giving each other their space. But it was very, very shocking to me anyway, because they were pretty awesome. Really good couple. They seemed, when speaking to them and seeing them on video, they seemed like they really had it together. But yeah, I was really shocked, surprised, and a little sad. But I guess we'll have to see how it all turns out and where Paul goes from here. Paul's a good dude, really good dude, pretty awesome young feller there. All right, let's move on to the next one, and that is Bunny and her shuttle build. That's right. Bunny's continuing her shuttle build, and she is moving a seat around. She has a seat in the front there that she saved that was facing forward as like a passenger seat. Well, she wanted to spin it around, but it was had a bracket for 2 seats, but there's only 1 seat. So she did a whole bunch of stuff to switch that around. Pretty cool. I didn't know that the buses and shit, especially those little shuttle buses, had a little a rail system, so to speak, I guess you could say, that there's a rail on the floor and a rail on the side, and you loosen some bolts and you could slide the seats forward and back. It was pretty cool though. But so she was dealing with all that, moving that around and making sure the seatbelt was there and all that good stuff. And now she is doing all the little bibs and bobs and the this and the that and the little things, until she starts, getting all the bigger things like beds and couches and kitchens and stuff like that. So, yeah, she is doing her thing. So go over and check out Bunny and follow her little shuttle build as it progresses. It's a slow one today, but, these things take time, and she's not rushing it. She's not doing the, I want it now, and just barreling through things. She is taking her time and, again, making sure all the little dumb things are done before she starts moving the big pieces in. So go check her out. All right. Let's keep this train rolling. Well, I can't disappoint the haters, so I have to talk about the Taters. That's right. Yeah, do you like that? A nice little poem for you guys. Tater visits a little tiny home community. It's right there in, I guess, near Sholo or in Sholo. I don't know. I forget what he said. It's kind of bad that. The one thing I did find kind of interesting is that he filmed in someone's window. He saw a cat, so he had to zoom in and look over there in the window. Now, I know you can film places, yes, because you have no expectation of privacy when you're outside and in the public and, all that. But in your home, you do have that expectation of privacy. So you can't be filming and zooming into people's homes just because you think, you're a big time YouTuber.
You see that little check mark?
And you can get away with shit. But no, you can't. You can't be doing that. But yeah, it's just the video. I don't know. There's not a whole lot going on in this video. All the drama is off camera. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on in this video. Eating pizza and going through this little tiny thing, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's everything that's going on off camera That's all the drama and worth talking about it. So let's go ahead and do that. And first of all, we'll start with more claims of more people approaching his property and trespassing, and he had to go see the sheriff once again about even more people showing up on his property. Anybody that's going to Tater's property, you're a moron, and you deserve whatever you get. If he reports you and they actually find you, good on him. You're stupid. You're stupid. That's all I'm going to say. But what I find even a bit more interesting and I think more important is Tater goes ballistic on NASCAR. Now, he says he quit. He quit NASCAR this year. That's it. I'm done. It's over with. It's over, Johnny. That's right. Claims NASCAR will say that the race is on. It's still on. And, even though there's bad weather in the forecast, he says, they're just going to go ahead and they're going to collect money for tickets and they're going to sell their merch and they're going to do this and they're going to say, oh, yeah. And they're going to collect all this money and then they're going to leave fans stuck in the rain and campers stuck in the mud and tell them, oh, well, the race is canceled after they collected all this money, knowing that there's rain in the forecast. Well, first of all, how many times have we heard Tater stand in the rain and proclaim under his umbrella that with absolutely 0% chance of rain? So, how many times has he claimed that and expected certain temperatures and got something different? How many times has he bitched about looking at the weather and it not being what they say? How many times, it was supposed to snow and it rained, or I was waiting for rain and, you can't hear the snow on top of the roof of the bus. So how many times? How many times? Tater, after a while, why would you rely on a forecast for a week out? Why would anybody, especially an outdoor event planner, why would they rely on the forecast of something a week out when they don't actually know it's going to fucking happen tomorrow? Hell, even here this winter, they predicted a few snowstorms and all kinds of shit this year. No, didn't happen. We had one little snowstorm and the temperatures were kind of close, but yeah, you take it as what it is. It's a prediction. It's a forecast. And you kind of be prepared for that. If it doesn't happen, woohoo. If it does, hey, you're prepared. Not only that, but if this is your beloved NASCAR and they do this all the time, why support them and give them your money? Or, maybe this freak out thing is just a setup for the excuse why he didn't attend the race due to his already appointment that he had. The one coming up this Friday morning.
That's my opinion!
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.